Hello, everybody. Get edged and then unedged. How's it going? Welcome. Currently trying to get my laptop to stop telling me about Dell updates because I don't care about Dell updates. I just don't care. Hello, 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 hello. Greetings. It's a great time to skip some chores. I agree. I agree. Hopefully I got enough chores done this morning. Dude, you're getting a Dell update. Please, no. I don't want it. Don't give it to me. No, please. How's everybody today? Oh, it's Monday, isn't it? How's your Monday? I should know, because it was just bingo. It is a little bit warmer today. It was 30 degrees in here on Saturday, or a cool 0 degrees Celsius. Currently it is a nice 58 or 15 degrees Celsius. Such a chore. Well, speaking of chores, we got chores to do, basically. Today we are going to replace a thermostat, even though I suspect the thermostat has already been replaced, due to the fact somebody painted the housing bright red. I'm going to change it anyway, just because it seems like it might not be working or it might be blocked. We are going to try to hook up the alternator down there and try to do it without frying the whole engine again. And we're going to take a look at the fuel pump. That's what we're going to do. And of course, anything else that catches our eye. I don't really have any other parts to use today. Deliveries have been super slow on parts lately. But I did get a thermostat that is allegedly correct. And we'll go from there. Danger Sparkies. Yeah, it makes the water flow faster. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little bit concerning that somebody painted that red. And the fact that, you know, we suspected that it was overheating, and that means somebody was in there and messed with the thermostat. Did it have just a overheating issue to begin with? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Have no idea. Not but a clue. Okay, first things first. This needs to go in the interior because it stinks in there. It stinks, and clearly we need to cover up that smell with some melon. Melon fixes everything, right? JDM melon. Yeah, I mean, the way it's painted means that it's been off, so I can't imagine they just took it off and didn't do anything. The worst case scenario is we open that up and there's no thermostat in it, because that does not align with what we were seeing at all. But we gotta know. You gotta know to know, you know. I think I'll go ahead and start with that, because we're going to get water everywhere, and we might as well get water everywhere before we do wiring. I like them. I like the JDM melon scent. And honestly, they're kind of just cheap too, which is nice. Basically, if you just order anything from them, just throw a couple of air fresheners in there, you might as well. All right, so what are we looking at here? Looks like a couple 12 mils on it. And a ground cable that's a little bit in the way. Cone Scream air fresheners, that'd be pretty good. That would be pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and use one of these. Retired chipmunk, yeah. pretty much. By the way, I went ahead and changed things around this morning, and super chats of any amount now properly do a text-to-speech. There is no alert noises, but there is a text-to-speech. Is that actually a 14? So if you need to yell at me, you can. Same deal still applies. If you want to do $5 super chats and up, we'll still write your name on the car. But just the additional way to get a hold of me if you need it. Okay, so we need a 14 Rich. And you know, it's warm out here, but all my tools are still cold. Like all of my tools are significantly colder than the air temperature out here, because it just barely warmed up today. It's so weird how they have just every ground on this one spot. I feel like some of them should be on that one, and some should be on that one. Sweet one, were you using a body camera yesterday? Sorry, I couldn't really chat. I was trying to tend to baby at the same time. Hey, it hit the floor, we're good. Sometimes the best sound is the sound of a bolt hitting the floor.
SWE one man super chatted $5.13. I want to be on a hood.
Whoa. Did that just do a conversion? That did a conversion?
Frank Becker super chatted $2.13. Testing 1, 2, 3.
That's a surprise. What? It did. Huh. How does it know? Is that like up to date? Wild. Didn't expect that. GoPro harness. Yeah, that's similar to what I was using. I liked it. I kind of liked it. And I liked how you kept it in the small view. I felt like that made it a little less sickening, but I still liked it because it shows that you're basically doing something. Okay, well this is an interesting find. The bolt that was holding all of the grounds on the engine. Get ready for this one. Might have to do a little focus action, hold on. You know, I'm a big prophet of cross-threaded is just threaded with style, but sometimes that has its limits. Prophet? Believer? Sure. Free member chatted, nerd. Huh? Bolt or nail? Was it you or Powers that installed that? Neither of us, believe it or not. So I'm sure the head's all mangled in there too. So that's cool. That's cool and fun.
Ben Serta 1 super chatted $5. Oh yes, Pixie wrangling. Either nothing will go wrong or everything will go wrong. No in between.
I have a feeling I have a feeling I know which of those is going to be the case. Your body cam is more wide than the one he was trying to use. It was less sickening for some reason. I don't know why. Oh. Huh. That's not the right size. I can tell because of the way it is. Do not anger the pixies. Well, if that's been painted, or if that's been apart, it wasn't super recently, because that clamp was corroded. I hate these clamps. I hate them. I hope I have one to replace it, in fact. I'm definitely going to replace both of these radiator hoses at some point, which wasn't in the budget at the moment. Okay, well, it doesn't feel like it's fused to it, which is a good sign. Let's see if coolant goes everywhere. They are the worst clamps. The worst part is when the little washer falls out when you loosen it. That's the worst. Okay. My guesstimate is that there's going to be no thermostat in there. That's my guess. Everybody make your wagers. It's not the worst because it goes straight in the trash. Well, sure, but when you're on the side of the road trying to fix it and that happens, it's the worst. Unfortunately, I think the new fan clutch comes in tomorrow, of course. That's just how it goes. Right. Those both came free pretty easy. Oh, wait. Before I get too carried away, I did still have that on Top Chat. It's interesting how you could chat. It's follower only, but I guess because you're a VIP it worked. Yeah, I assume that VIP overrides follower. So I hacked the system, yo. Oh, it's like, what am I looking for? It's gloves. Before I bash all my knuckles. I do not follow, no. I need ample proof that you're not gonna go off on a right-wing tangent, you know? You can't just trust people. Honestly, it's because every time I've gone to your stream, it's been posted on Discord. All right, well that wasn't stripped out. I was concerned that today was going to be the strip out show. The strip tease. TOS. All right, it's time to find out. All right, well, it's been RTV'd on there, as I'm going to do also. Is there 3 bolts? Oh, there is. I'm glad I didn't pull any harder. All right, so it's a little bit different than a 240. Remember, kids, don't just pull till something breaks. Take that any way you wish, really. Any way that you take that is good advice still. Yeah, I do need to follow. Just have to remember next time. Why I'm not using my power ratchet, but I'm not. Hey, there's a thermostat on there. And a paper gasket. Really? Huh. Interesting. I really didn't expect to see a paper gasket. It looks like it's probably aftermarket, considering it's blue. The Nissan ones would be orange. It's clean inside. Is that the right way? Is that the right way? Yeah, that's the right way. Right? Yeah, that's the right way. Okay. Because if it was the other way, it would interfere. Right? Yeah, pretty sure. Usually they don't fit the wrong way. Yeah. My brain's just looking for reasons for it to be bad. Because this would be literally the first time I've ever replaced a thermostat and it ended up being bad. There's 0 corrosion on this. Yeah, this is a perfectly fine thermostat. I would guarantee you this is a good thermostat. And we'll test it. Let me go boil some water. Or get a little thing of boiling water. Oh, it's UPS. Oh, the clutch fan might have come today. Maybe. Oh, it could be baby stuff though. We'll see. Yeah, the engine's like super clean inside. I see 0 shmoo in there. Where's the battery? There's battery.
Weatherman NX01 super chatted $5. My 3 favorite things in life are eating my family and not using commas.
Oh, you. Oh, you. Yeah, that's pretty darn clean. Oh, you can't really see that. A classic grammar gag. Okay, let me run to the house real quick. I'll stick the kettle on and put that thermostat in a little water. Let's see what UPS brought. and we'll trip on the speed bump. Parts. It's to me though. What is it? How long does it walk down here? Just in time for it to be ready. Guess I could have really brought the kettle with me. That would be smart. We enabling crime? Big fan of crime. Allegedly. Alright, while it's doing that, do I have a nice sharp blade? I do. We'll go ahead and scrape that housing down. Easier said. The fact that this is not like completely baked in tells me this is not original. And blue is usually a Felpro color. I believe Felpro is who I saw sold this gasket. So, yeah, odds are this is a replacement. Has anybody ever actually come across a bad thermostat before? Because I still have not. I have never seen one fail. I especially have never seen one that failed in the closed position. It was neither. I don't even know what it was, but it was not for me. I guess I just have really good luck with thermostats then, because it just never happens. It never happens to me. I've had the housings go bad. Plastic housings go bad all the time. Possible the radish gunked up? I don't think so, ZK, just because of how clean everything is. But it's not impossible. But like when I drained the radiator, it drained very easily and cleanly, like pristinely cleanly. It's also possible that it wasn't overheating at all, and we were just being hypersensitive to it overheating. It's hard to tell when you don't have a gauge. First UPS, now USPS. Car parts? Right, yeah, water pump would be the next logical thing if it was overheating. I do not have a radiator flush gun, no. What does that entail? Has anyone ever done a study on starting and stopping vehicles like that? Like, do Iron Dukes use less fuel starting and stopping than they do if they just kept running? I'm sure that study has been done. Like, I know most modern cars use stop-start, but something tells me Iron Duke probably not as fuel efficient of a starter as a modern engine. It does use less. Okay. All right, let me go get my hot water. BRB, RB. BRB, RBs. Into it. Tea, anyone? I don't know why I decided to do it this way instead of just using a torch, but I did it this way because ZK wanted the illustration. All right, where is build thermostat? There it is. Okay, so it is currently closed. Don't make a liar out of me. Don't make a liar out of me. I said, don't make a liar out of me. Should I put the new one in there too? The new one's a 170? Confused. I'm confused. Yeah, what's the next ingredient? Is this one open? Did they move at all? Ow, it's hot. It's boiling water. Should it be like this way? No. Maybe it just takes a little bit. Ow. Oh, I didn't salt the water, yeah. I mean, it's hot enough to hurt my hand through gloves. Well, this doesn't seem like a successful or failed test. Should I sacrifice my pot and put the torch to it? Go put it all on the stove. Yeah, but then you won't be able to see. Because everybody wanted to see, ZK. That's the whole point. It's a demonstration. Oh, that's a good pot. I mean, it's got coolant in it now. I think this pot's dead to me. I'm gonna melt my ladder too. Okay, that's taking longer than I wanted it to. Okay, to the kitchen. I'm gonna stuff the camera in my pocket and we'll see if it'll hop networks. I don't think that it will, but we'll see. Okay, all right. Okay. Ooh, that's hot. I don't understand how the water is enough though. Okay, did it drop yet? The cone. The boy. Okay, chat, we have a result. Kinda. We have mixed results, let's say. We'll say mixed results on this test. Is camera back? I can't see. It wouldn't networks. I thought it would. I thought it would reconnect from the house Wi-Fi, but it did not. So, the findings are mildly conclusive. So this one and this one both opened at about the same temperature, about the same point. However, this one opened all the way down to here, and this one only ever came down maybe like a quarter of the way down, even when I left it in there to like a ripping boil. So that's as far as the old one would ever open, even in a significant boil, versus look at the new one. Look how much that one opens. So maybe, you know, maybe. I'm more hopeful now that it will actually do something. The pot seems like it's okay, Quay. Just stop on by and pick it up, would you? Please don't actually do that. That'd be very creepy. Does the pot feel okay? You know, it hasn't really hit too much. Can't say as though I'm feeling it. Someone schmooed this. What is that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Do I have a sharper something for this? Yeah. This screwdriver, it's fine. Calm your bananas. Grab a hold of your bananas and soothe them. What happened to my plastic scraper? I have like a million plastic scraper blades, but I can't find the holder for them. I'm gonna blame Powers. Okay. Now the question is, should we cut a new gasket? Head gasket? Or should we just use our TV? Let me see if I can even find my gasket material. That will make my choice very easy if I can't. I thought I had set it under a box or something like that just to help flatten it out. But it's possible something happened. Oh, it's right there. Okay, I see. So I have the good gasket material for it. Okay, so it's just R2V. Well, let me see if I've got some ultra gray. If I've got ultra gray, then that's a lifetime fix. Okay, I do. So I'll just use that. All right, so new thermostat going in. Make sure it sits in there nicely. It does. And then we shmoo up the housing. Should I knock the red off? First person to vote is what I'm doing. Yes, okay. Then I do it. I don't mind because it looks terrible. It looks just terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and, what happened? Restart to install the latest Windows update. Snooze. Let me take this back out. Just so it doesn't fall to the ground. Easy on the brat, come on. I threw it on the ground. Does that do anything? Threw it on the ground. Happy birthday to the ground. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, did you see that? I don't know if that's porosity or if that's, oh shit, wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I am so glad you said those words, ZK. Wait till you see this shit. You can get a macro focus, hold on. Was Kurt here? Someone cracked the whole corner of this thermostat housing off and welded it back together. That's why it looks like it has porosity there, because it's been freaking welded back together. And that's why it's got paint on it, because they were hiding the fact they welded it back together. Yeah, someone else didn't realize it was a 3-bolter. Honestly, it's a good job, yeah. I highly doubt that even leaks. But go ahead and look for one of these, I would say. Because I wouldn't want that on there on the long term. There were no signs of it leaking. Yeah, there was also no signs of it running, ZK. So far, nothing on this car has given me like confidence to be thinking that whoever worked on it was particularly skilled. Okay. Yeah, who knows when that happened? That could have happened in freaking 1989. February 2023 update is out for Pixel phones. All Pixel phones? Does it stop them from crashing all the time? Somebody learned a lot about wrenching on this car. Maybe not enough. Maybe not enough. I really do love how many things we've uncovered, though. Make me one from Billet. UCK's new fancy, or sorry, Skelly's new fancy USB cables to plug in the phone. All right, let me shmoo. Every stream is a voyage of discovery. That's honestly what keeps me going. You know? That's one of the most fun parts of all of this stuff. It's just that constant, like, well, would you look at that? Pixel 4 or newer, huh? That's what we've got. That's the camera anyway. All right, we'll go ahead and put a lot of RTV on that part. Ultra Gray honestly could have welded it back together. Yeah, that's true as well. It's a satisfying feeling going through and fixing all the little things that have been screwed up over the years and creating a bunch of new things for somebody to screw up in the future, or to fix my screw ups in the future. Of all my mechanic car workings viewers, are you an RTV beater or a smearer? Because I'm on team smear. But that's definitely something there seems to be teams of. Come on, you sat in there so nicely before. You know, I really do think there's a good chance that's how that was broken, the same way that I broke it, or was going to break it. Do you have the air bleed facing up? No, I put it facing down. I've always put it facing down because I thought it was like not an air pass set. I thought it was a, well, I have never known that, ZK. I always thought that was just like a check valve, or not a check valve, like a fail-safe, basically. Oh, well, I'm glad I took it off because it was not centered in there. Double save there. Yeah, I always thought it was just like a little insurance that water could pass through it. Bypass, if you will. Just didn't know. I could admit that. See? It would have been me that screwed up. On this day. Alright, this time I'm going to put just a little bit of RTV on the back side of this so that it actually sticks in place. And we are going to put that facing upwards this time. Now I know. But why did I still not get my electric ratchet? Is it because I'm a fool? Probably. Where's the hole? Where's the hole? I cannot find the hole. I found the hole. Okay, and then we're gonna snug that up, but not tighten it. It's called a jiggle pin. Cute. Actually, let's just snug that by hand so that our RTV has a little room to breathe. And then as we do the rest of the stuff, we can let that set up a bit. And by the end of the stream today, it'll be set up enough to put water in it and test it for sure. Here we go. Okie dokie. Now, you know, I don't know that red has a thermostat in it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Now, alternator time. I think this is not going to be a terribly complicated thing to do. I've just got that I can find a nut for it. If I can't find a nut for it, then we might be in a little bit of trouble. But I'm sure I can scrounge one up somewhere. Alright, there is the back of the alternator. We need to take this off. That is very incorrectly installed. Let's do that first. Need to get your bolt boxes one of these days. Oh yeah. Yep. Someday I'll return to Florida, unfortunately. Kidding, Camino, I'm kidding. That isn't incorrect. No, it is. This is incorrect. This is incorrect. Being attached to the car is not right. This is supposed to be from the alternator to the alternator. This should not be connected to the car. I don't know if you can, you can't really see what I'm seeing. Can you see what I see? This should not be. Nope, it's dangling from the intake manifold. I guess these are the bolts you use to split the intake manifold in half, which is interesting because they're so tiny. Or is that like an inspection panel there? I think that's an inspection panel. Yeah, it must be. Huh. That's wild. What kills retail workers? Oh, Christmas music. Listen. Listen. Okay, how is this little blade connector? Seems okay. Excuse me? Excuse me? Hold on. I just can't tell. To me, that looks like they crimped the wire still in its insulation. Or is it just corroded? Let me inspect and see. Do you have a separate router in the garage compared to the house? I do, yes. Okay, yeah, it was just corroded. Paprika. Paprika. Oh, different IP address. Okay, that makes sense. Huh. I was just curious what this does. Oh, it's an isolator or a diode or something? I don't know what it is. Doesn't seem to have direct continuity. Well, here, let me test this. Okay. Now, I'm gonna try and figure out where the heck it goes. Is this zoomed in? A little bit. Okay. I think it goes, it either goes from the bat to there. I don't know, I'm gonna have to go look at a picture. Thankfully the pictures of the new alternators have that wire on there, so it'll be easy to find. Oh, that one says E, huh? Okay. I really highly doubt that this alternator is actually going to work, but if it was hooked up, I would feel more confident that it would work. Or not work. (1984) Nissan 200S6 Alternator. Why did you autocorrect to 300ZX? Why? Can you listen to streams audio only with YouTube Premium? I don't know. Come on, I need to see the backside of it. No, I need to see the backside with the wiring on it. F. You make me actually go to Rock Auto, aren't you? Bastards. I hate using Rock Auto site on mobile. It's not great, but it's not the worst. My fat fingers have a hard time with their very tiny UI. They could just make some of the UI a little bigger. Okay. So that is on there like so. I think that's our E there. Where is the ear of it? Where is the pin? Okay, at the bottom. I wish that I could actually read that say E on it, but I assume that's E. Or is that the battery connection? I don't know. That casting is so bad that it's hard to read. Let's look, the other ones have pictures of that. Oh, that's the B up there. So one's on B, and one is on so we have the 1B there, and then it kind of looks like there should be like a Phillips head down there. Let me take a picture. It'll last longer. We have an E, a bat, a Phillips head, and a screw. Gosh, that doesn't look the same. That doesn't look the same at all. I don't think. Huh. Let's look at the other one. Oh boy. Well, this might be a situation. Maybe I need to find a picture of a knot. Aftermarket one or something. I need to see the back of the OEM alternator because mine is not matching up, at least in my ability to see it right now. It does not match up at all visually to the ones that are on like Rock Auto. Got one on eBay here. It's pretty dirty. That looks the same, but it doesn't look like the ones on Rock Auto. Great. Great. And of course it doesn't have the wiring on it. How about this one? Visit. Same listing, just a different link. Of course not. Of course not. I just need to figure out what two things this goes to. So clearly one end of it goes on the one that's labeled bat, and then the other one should go to some other bolt on the case. Which is a pretty wild setup, but that's what it looked like. That's completely the wrong alternator, okay. So the ones on Rock Auto look like this, where the condenser side or the diode side, whatever it is bolted to the alternator, and it wraps around and goes up to the B. which is a super weird setup. Not in the FSM, great. Okay. Okay, so I've got to figure out case of the condenser would be ground, wire lead would be positive V. All right. So I've just got to try and find some way to hook that bad boy up. Would it go into E? That's too close though. What's E supposed to have? Looks like it has nothing. Did you test that thing for a short? I did. I did measure it, and it did not seem to conduct electricity across it, which kind of blows our theory out the water of how this car got fried if this doesn't pass electricity through it, but who knows? Boy, that alternator is crusty. Did you try it in the other direction? Yes. No. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. No. Maybe. Let me try. You know what's interesting is this, like the millisecond I hook it up, it does make a little squeak, but then it goes away. No, it doesn't work in either direction. The problem is they grounded to Earth. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, never ground Earth. Earth is just very unreliable. All right, how am I going to figure out what freaking size that is right there? Do I have... I don't think I have a Japanese alternator lying around that isn't currently on a 240. It's probably like an M6. Ooh, I have an M6 nut. We could be in luck. Ah, it's not. It might be standard too. They do that on occasion. Hope it's not an M5 because I don't have an M5 nut. I do have some M5 bolts for the other end. If that's what goes in the E. Let's also grab a 1032. Like I said, sometimes they do that. Where is that E right there? Well, I just can't see. Flying blind. I was thinking the same thing, CK. Oh, it is an M5. Crap. Crap. I don't have that nut. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Well, Let me double check. I think I am. You know what? Might have an M5 nut on it. Those coil adapters. Let's see. Wait, that's not right either? Or is it just that rusty? What the hell size could this be? What? Is this an M4? Frick, it's an M4, isn't it? No, it's an M5. Maybe it's just like super corroded. Because that should be right. It is super corroded. It has a nut on there that holds it in place. I'm worried that if I undo that, we could lose the stud. But I think it's pretty much my only option at this juncture. That should be a deep 8, I think. Should already be about. But it's not. Because of course it's not. Well, I found an M5 nut, but it just doesn't want to thread on there. The other option is to grab a die. Make a die it. Wait, you're not an 8? Really? What are you then? If you're a 10, then I'm going to be very confused. Oh, you know what still hasn't come in? My slave cylinder. That's what I'm supposed to be doing today. Huh. I guess I need to check on that. I had that shit forever ago. Nope, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I think that might be, well, there was no nut on this, ZK. There was no nut on the battery stud of the alternator. And I'm trying to find a nut for it. And I can't even figure out what size the frickin' thing is. I thought it was going to be the M5 because an M5 bolt bolts into the back of the alternator, but an M5 nut is not fitting on this. Boy, yeah, that feels like it's just wrong. So what's an equivalent SAE of an M5? I thought it would be a 1032, but I tried a 1032 and that didn't work. Quarter's way too big. Yeah, that's what I can't really determine exactly what size this is. Nothing wants to thread to it. But as you can see, it's pretty gnarly. But it doesn't look cross-threaded. It's just gnarly. I guess I can just try and force that M5 to go, and if it goes, it goes, and if it doesn't, then we are at square one. Well, thanks to a certain Hyundai Elantra, my tetanus is up to date. If M4 is too small, it's either 10 or M5. Okay, well I've tried both of those, and they're both fighting equally. So I'm gonna say it's the M5 because the threaded E port is an M5. An M5 bolt went straight into that. Yeah, I think it's just super corroded. That's not the right size. It is now. Just hoping it doesn't snap off. Okay, well, it'll work. So, refresh my memory. This end goes to the positive. This end goes to ground, right? Correct. And then we can find the wiring harness wire, which is here. And let me find a little washer for this. It's not so small. Well, our RTV should be dry by the time we get through this. Yay! You gotta look for the bright side, you know? For marketing and research purposes, is anybody here that is not a subscriber? Is there anybody here that hasn't just already been on this channel for 10 years now? I just got here in the last week or so. Being on the channel for 10 years would be extremely difficult. Why? I just had my 10-year anniversary. You telling me there's no day oneers here? Unbelievable. Okay, those feel good. Now the other end of this weird doodad is going to go to that. Oh, I need a shorter, I will need a shorter bolt for that though. Or I could just put it on that top bolt there. You an 8 or a 10? Imagine thinking you're a 10. I'm just I'm just curious if anybody has found the channel through this specific series, I guess. That's what I'd like to know. Is that actually coming off or no? That hose supposed to do that? Yes, I currently have that hose, this hose, disconnected because we just did the thermostat. Right, let's hope that there's enough thread there. I just noticed a depressing stat this morning that every 200 stream we've done so far, we've lost exactly 5 subscribers to this channel. Just not making my internal goal of hitting 10,000 before I quit seem obtainable. I think a lot of that is because I pick up subs off the shorts. And then as soon as I post a non-short, people are like, out of here. Gross. I'm only here for shorts. And I'm like, what about thongs? What's wrong with pants? I like pants. So you're saying I have to do another F1 series with beef then, huh? You would never. Not in a million years. He honestly probably would if I asked nicely enough, but I wouldn't want to do that to him. Yeah, we need to do another Wreckfest with beef because apparently his internet's better, and we haven't returned to it since. Remember, I'm curious. Like, I know you don't like shorts. When I post them, is it like super disruptive to you? Are my shorts acceptable? Hey, 70 milliseconds would be great. It's better than 70 seconds. All right, where is the connect? F. Well, I gotta take that back off. They don't even show up in my feed. Well, it's both good and bad. I put this right in front of where the connector goes. Okay, that should work. I detest vertical videos. Yeah, I used to be in that category, and then I had a baby, and I'm on my phone much more than I used to be. Like, just looking for simple entertainment. And now I find that I watch a lot of like reels and shorts and stuff. All right, sorry guys, you're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to just watch my face as I cringe through this. How do you feel about boxers? I feel like we probably have a substantial amount of boxer briefs here. Feels like a boxer briefs kind of group. You guys ever wear briefs? They're a little brief for me. Yeah, boxers are air cooled. If they're water cooled, then you probably need a different kind of undergarment. I was brief, then I was boxer brief, and then I went full boxer. That's my progression. But I still have some boxer briefs in the mix. If you really wanted to know what was going on down there. I'm sure you did. How come this worked the other way but not this way? I'll never know. Come back, wrench. I should really lower this car at some point. Briefs feel too snug. Look at the humble brag on this guy. I would watch landscape shorts. Sadly, I don't think that's ever going to be a thing. I have a Instagram follow, old friend of mine, that only posts reels, or not reels, only posts Instagram stories in landscape, and it's impossible because, like, anytime I'm watching all the stories that are in portrait. If I rotate my phone into landscape, I always have auto rotation on, so it like makes it wrong, and it's just a mess. Hi, paint. Hi. Oh, anyone a thong guy? I don't know why I was looking behind me. It's like, where is she? Where is she? Okay, and then look at that one, and that is the alternator hooked back up. So I guess what I'll do now is try and get my wire back. I guess what I'll do now is move you guys my drink. That was empty. Yeah, I know a lot of people that can't stand auto rotation. I can't stand not having it on. I only wore long johns once, and that was for a Rolex Daytona 24 when it was incredibly cold. It was a very, very cold year at Rolex, and I wore long johns because the previous year I had froze my butt off, and when I saw it was going to be cold again, I was like, we are getting additional protection here, and it was fantastic. I loved it. oh, I don't remember what year it was. It was probably like 2008, 2009, somewhere in that range. Actually, I guess it would be like 2010 maybe? 10 or 11? Might have been pre-Rocket Venus. CK's gonna be so mad at me putting this hose clamp back on here, but the hoses are getting replaced too. This is simply to see if it works. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to lower this car down to its middle setting, because if I'm going to do the fuel pump later, I would certainly like for it to be in an easier place to get to. And I'm about to work on this ground. I don't know. Is this worse than this? I don't know. Boy, that's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. Yeah, I'll leave it up for now. Well, having the car lifted is a double-edged sword, because sometimes it makes it easier to get to things, and then sometimes it makes it way harder to get to things. Or you have to do a lot more stretches to get to things. I think you can see where I'm working. Oh, it's perfectly blocked by the hoses. Well, fine then. There. That is where you shall live for now. Alright, let me find... Well, let me try and figure out what size this is. Again, this is the bolt that was currently holding the ground, all of the grounds. And if the end looked like this, then you know that probably looks just as bad. So this is probably an M10. And it looks like it's going to be an M10 1.5. Ground it till you found it. Is my tap and die set still out? It is. Way to go me for not cleaning up. M10. Do I have an M10? Sure don't, do I? Oh, there it is, M10 1.5. Score. Alright, I'm gonna have to use the wrong tool for the job here. It looks like the threads beyond the first little bit are pretty good, which is the only reason that I'm even thinking about trying to fix it. However, it looks like I can't. It looks like I don't have a straight enough shot without taking this coolant temperature sender out, which I could do that. That doesn't matter. In fact, I should leave that out to try and bleed the system when we fill the thing with water. Oh yeah, the bolt is done so. But hopefully I've got another M10 1.5 around here somewhere. I do, I've got a nice one. Let's just see if a nicer bolt will just thread in. Might be too long. Oh, that's not threaded. Oh yeah, it's not. The threads are actually pretty good, but I've got to find a shorter bolt. How deep is that? It looks deeper than that, doesn't it? Did it just hit some bad thread? This is a bolt off of Ford, so it's going to be a weird size. It's probably a 13. Ford loves the odd sizes for some reason. Okay, yeah, that'll be fine. I've just got to find a shorter bolt or make this bolt shorter, one way or the other. How far did that go? Pretty good. It doesn't look like it rounded the bolt off at all. It pulled out some of the thread, but yeah, that's true. If we end up needing more bolts. Let me run this back through. It looks like maybe it did actually mess it up a bit. M10 1.5. What was the last thing we messed up? 5/16 NPT? I don't know what that was. Is that even a size? I don't know. I don't know what that is. What size are you? 5/16 something. Oh, it's just a 5/16. Okay, that makes more sense. It's an iron head, isn't it? I thought these were iron headed. Am I wrong? Tells you how much I know. No, it's aluminum head, yeah, okay. I don't know. It didn't really mess up the bolt, it just got a bunch of aluminum stuck in the threads. No, I just visually looked at it, it's aluminum head. I assume it's an iron block though. Why did I just bother fixing this bolt? I can't even use it. I gotta try and find a smaller M10 to go in there. What a moron. Is this one the same size? Looks like it. All right, we're gonna go hunting. We'll bring our trusty 13 mil. How much battery do you have? You're at 57%. You'll be good. You'll be all right. Let me flip you. I don't have a nut either, so if I find a nut, I'll do that. I need a lot though. It needs to be a lot shorter than that one was. God, what time is it? It's getting pretty late, huh? Hi, Tessie. Hi, Sally. Let's see. Just looking for any bolts that look remotely bigger than the rest. Ooh, what about that one over there? That one is bigger. But I saw these. Nope, that's smaller. Tracks. Hinges. Not really seeing anything promising. For now, we might just have to do the ZK thing and throw some washers and bolts or nuts underneath of it. Crunch. Yep. That was my other idea, was cutting that bolt shorter. But I don't have an M10. I don't have an M10 nut to do so. But I do have a die, which would do the same thing. So we'll do that. I've got multiple attempts at this. I just need this to be half as long as it is. It's 4 o'clock. All right. And then I'm going to take the die and thread it on there. Why are you fighting so much? That's not what you should be doing. I guess I didn't clean it up very well. Yeah, it must have still been galled up with aluminium. Right. And I'll just cut that a little bit shorter. Honestly, that might still be too long. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna take another swing at that. must be hardened bolts or something. Good Lord. That took some serious firepower. Don't touch that thing, it's gonna be molten. All right. That should be good. Come with me. Let me run that a bit more. It's got a weird little chase thread at the end, I think. All right, hopefully this works. So we've got these two plus the ground. Should be plenty of washer room. Let's not run it that way. Let's run it that way. I don't know why I decided to not try to run that bolt in first, but it's what I did. Feels good though. I say feels good because it feels awful. Forgot about motor mounts. I remembered it as I was tightening this bolt, and the whole engine's rocking forward and back and side to side. Okay, well at least it tightened up. So that's good. That should be fine. Hey, on life. Okay, I'm gonna move some tools. I think we'll put water in this thing and see what happens. We'll put you all on water watch again. On live, did you know I was live? Oh man, I forgot to do that. I was gonna tweet because I turned my Twitter into a notifications only channel or whatever. They're $90 each for each of the three. Wow. Yikes. They look remotely window weldable. There's not a lot of rib on them though. You know what I mean? Move you guys to the floor. So you can be on vigil. show my butt to the camera so that you can be on vigil of my butt. Turned on Discord notifications. Look at you, being an upstanding citizen. People that mute notifications on the Go Live channel, on the like stream and video notifications channel on Discord, and still complain that they don't get notifications are the same people that don't vote and complain about everything that goes on in politics. That's your Cone hot take of the day. Well, so what happened? Either the thermostat slipped and it got trapped between the two housings, or our RTV didn't seal, but one way or another, it failed. And it failed big, so I'm gonna say the thermostat slipped and didn't let it tighten down. That's what I'm gonna guess, judging by the size of the leak. Fixed it. So I'll drain it from the radiator here. Hope it'll stop dripping. Nothing's ever easy. That's just how it is. Especially when you're poor and you won't spend $3 on a gasket. Jealous car. Soundproof. Oh, let's see what it's got. Stop. Yeah. Guess I should verify before I take the housing off that it wasn't the hose leaking. I can't imagine that it was with a leak that big. Yeah. Ew. Clean that out, too. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I guess I just got to assume that the thermostat slipped. It was definitely leaking on the housing side, not the hose side. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Did we bobble? Oh, we did bobble. I think that's the first time I've seen it bobble with YouTube. Oh, I'm gonna need the shorty. See where it was all leaking out of. All right, well, let's just clean everything up here. And this time around, I'll use a paper gasket. Could you poke a stick in there to hold it in place? Possibly. Possibly. It's a good idea. Our TV was plenty set up. That's for sure. I mean, it could have been better, but it shouldn't have leaked like it did. I need to do a better job of trying to get out the schmoo that's in the groove where the thermostat lives too. It feels like maybe somebody even epoxied right here. Possibly to try and seal that crack in the housing. Where's my light? There we go. That's the poker I needed. That should help a lot. That should make that new thermostat sit in there much better. That's what feels like epoxy or something of that sort. Try and dry up some of this coolant so it's not constantly pissing out of there as I'm trying to work on it. So I need to clean the thermostat. Thermostat housing PTSD. Oh, Kurt. I don't know if you saw, but somebody cracked this housing because they didn't realize it had 3 bolts and like welded it back together. At least that's our theory on why it would be cracked. I think that's a pretty good theory, looking at it. Smooth Groove sounds like a high school band. The block is the side that has the housing, or not block, but the intake manifold. It's just gonna keep finding more water. How does that sit in there now? Much better. Do I have a little wire wheel to hit that with? I might not anymore. I think I might have finally used up the last of my drill powered wire wheels. And it looks that way. It does look that way. I have the one for the angle grinder, but it's kind of extra. Extra. Ooh, that would work. Let's do that. This will be good. This will be perfect. Well, when we put water in it, it leaked pretty significantly. My best guess is the thermostat slipped out of its groove, which caused it to not seat right. Hopefully this reaches in there. Not perfect. Looks better. Wire wheel would be ideal. Mine is cracked and still holds water. I believe in you. Thanks, Kurt. Finally, somebody believes in me. groove is nice and clean. All right. So, how about we make a gasket, huh? Gasket? What a mess. What a dang mess. Remember how we cleaned up the garage right before this project started? I remember. It's literally right there. If I can find my punch set, I never got to use it. Didn't use it, now I'm gonna lose it. Gotta use the Haggerty pen. You just gotta. Sponsor of today's program. For trying to steal our show's title. Arts and crafts now. Everybody loves some arts and crafts. Whew, yeah, I need to do some cleaning up. Cereal boxes work okay, but they tend to kind of degrade over time. This is actually rated for oil and coolant. It's the same material you get when you buy a gasket from Felpro. I'm going to spend a minute or 7 looking for that punch set. I don't know that they were even in a case. To be honest. So I don't know what they would be. Yeah, the corner of it looked like it was a little squidgy. Looked like it had maybe seen a little garage schmoo at some point. It was a bit sus, as the kids would say. Huzzah! Never even opened. What size are those? Or what, an M6 or an M8? Or an M8, so I assume that's 8mm. A little piece of wood, which happens to be right here. one just not go through? Need a little bit more motivation. Let's see how we did. Perfect. Nailed it. All right, now we just make a little impression on it. And then we run like a screwdriver around the inside of it. Or something with a little gusto. Do I have a pencil by chance? I don't think so. Let's see if I just press on it. That should do it. Here, let me grab the bolts. That's not the right bolt. Hopefully I took it over to the workbench, but I didn't. I left it on the car. Okay. That should be enough of an impression. I can see it. Bye, Bolt. We'll miss you. Can't draw a circle, can't cut in a circle either. I'd rather it be a touch too small than a touch too big. Don't rip. No! No! Now we've got to start all over. Okay. Well, that was a good practice run. There's no sense using a questionable seal for something that already didn't seal. It's actually just kind of like a little flake. Like it never happened. Like it never happened. Okay, we're still using it. I thought it had torn all the way through, but it didn't. All right, now let's see. How much cleaning up we need to do. much at all, actually. Did pretty good. A little wonky down here. There we go. Clean all that out. Cool. Am I gonna go with no RTV? Feels wrong to go with no RTV. Oh, you're saying double RTV it? Problem is, if we use RTV, we're basically not testing this today. And that's gonna make me angry. And I don't wanna be angry. And there's no reason it should need RTV. That should be a perfect seal. Yeah, RTV already failed me once. I'm going no RTV. Trust in my gut. And if it leaks big, then I think we got other fish to fry here. If it leaks little, then it's Chicken Little. Move the camera over here. Okay. These sit in there. Yeah, not very well. If there's anything I'm going to RTV, it's this guy. Just to help keep it in place. Also put a very light skim where that crack was. Just for the sake of helping it seal right there a bit. All right. You can put it in the housing then on the gasket. The housing doesn't have any relief in it. Only the block has relief, which is a little bit backwards from what I'm used to, but that's how it is. It's just how it doobie-doobie-doo. Okay. We're going to keep it in place. I can smell the air freshener from out here. Let me get 2 bolts started. What did I do with all the bolts? Why do I only have one? Where's number 3? I know I had to rescue it, but like... Excuse me? Excuse me? I rescued it. Where did I set it after I rescued it? Oh, no. You just can't trust me. Absolutely cannot trust me with anything. Jiggler is pointed up. What did I do with the third bolt? This is good. It's getting actually like set in place with that RTV now. Why would I put it way over here? Why would I do that? Why would I do that to myself? Why am I the way that I am? There's no telling. I wish there was a way to see if the thermostat housing was like in there right or not. There's really not. It was definitely much less jiggled this time. I guess I could. No, I can't really even peer in there. I think we just gotta believe. Unfortunately, I don't like that, but it's how it is. We just gotta be believers. Of course I have a magnetic tray. It doesn't mean I'm going to put the things in it. You've met me. All I do is make my life difficult. It's my specialty. All right. Why don't you feel like you're starting? Now we've knocked it around so much that I'm just completely confident that the thermostat will have slipped again. And if it does, I am going to RTV the snot out of it next time. Really? You are just gonna be as difficult as possible, aren't you? Click. 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 You know, it wouldn't have leaked if we hadn't taken the red paint off of it. That's what did it. That's what done did it. We angered it. We took away its shiny, or its cool It was a load-bearing paint. Tighten that till it snaps. And then tighten it a bit more. All right, here we go again. Leak test. I'm giving it a 30% chance it doesn't leak. Going all the way up to 30%. Did we close this? We did. On the funnel. And let's listen for the P. And hope that it's not too hot. Did that camera freeze? No. Good ASMR sounds. Just the fact that it's going in slower this time makes me confident. It went in so fast last time that it should have been obvious there was a leak. Well, it's holding water, and I see no leak. For now. At least it's not a gushing leak anyway. Okay. So now, we go back to the start and see if the alternator works. So I guess we're going to be testing two things here. Is the alternator charging, and is it getting hot? I charged this battery all the way up. It should be at maximum gusto. All right, well, it didn't catch on fire when I hooked the battery up, so that's good. But will it hold under pressure? That's also valid. Well, no, I don't hold under pressure. Is the alternator full of water? Thankfully, it did not leak onto the alternator. We did get lucky there. All right, let me double check. This battery took a charge. Just because I had it hooked up doesn't mean it charged. 12.25. I'll take it. And I haven't checked the oil in a while. I mean, no oil has fallen out of it, so it's still good, and it's still just a little high, which is ideal. And now we find if it starts or not. That was like suspiciously good. Also suspiciously low. Alternator is not charging. I'm shocked. I'm shocked and amazed by this observation. I can't believe it. Still running like crap. but it's also only got 11.9 volts. Droid cam's doing the wiggles? Shouldn't be. Well, we can still check to see if it cools now. Where's my idle up adjuster? 5,000. I think I'm hearing the alternator make some angry noises. I don't know that I can unhook them one by one. Here's number one. Well, number one did nothing. Ooh, it did not like it when I tried number two. Let me try and give it. Did we go down to 2 cylinders? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, does number one have no fuel, or does number one have no spark? Okay, it's sparking out the dizzy for one. I didn't shock myself, which is good. I would guess fuel as well, since it's sparking. Did you hear how it came around all of a sudden? That means one of the other injectors just came to life. That's it running on 3. I think it's sometimes running on 2. Okay, number 4 is working. Number 3 is working. Number 2 is working. So it's just number 1. Question is it a wiring issue, or is it an injector issue. Alternator definitely sounds bad. It's making all sorts of ruckus down there. I can hear it like grinding basically. It's not generally what you want to hear. You hear it making that like, okay, we got 12 volt to one side. Both sides of that injector have 12 volt. I don't know how they are pulsed.
Kevin Ader super chatted $5. How goes it?
You see how it's bubbling today? I feel like water's going through. Hey, beer. I mean, we're running again, and we're not leaking water, so overall it's going okay. As I suspected, we do have either a bad alternator or I guess I should check if there's an alternator ground, but or not an alternator ground, an alternator fuse. But I don't think that there is. The alternator sounds, it's making like grinding noises. And we got a number one cylinder that's not firing. That's why it's so weirdly rough. I can unplug the number one cylinder and it just doesn't change in tone. It's definitely staying cooler today. Well, let's see. Sitting at 177 at the thermostat. Yeah, I bet it is too. Curious. It's because of the way this manifold is, it's hard to tell cylinder to cylinder. They kind of share. 1 and 2 kind of share the port. I'm just curious if I can see. Oh yeah, clear as day. Here, I gotta show you this. Oh, the strap dangling in the engine. Yoink! So look at 3 and 4. Now look at 1 and 2. See a difference there? You can see the left side. Yeah, the left side of that manifold is colder. So number 1 is certainly not firing. If it is, it's barely firing. I'd love to measure another injector and see how its voltage is, but that'd be a bit dicey. I'm trying to keep it run on 2. That'll always get you. That will always get you. Sometimes they'll just come around on their own. I'm thinking this one's not. Temperature-wise, it seems like it's doing good. The upper radiator hose is still cold. Intake's not hot. And we got 12 volt to both sides of it. I wonder if I could keep it running on 2. I'm gonna say no. All right, well, let me just turn it off and try the key on. Just out of curiosity. I hate to say this because I know it's like just jinxing myself, but if it runs that good on 3, it should run pretty good on 4. That's doing pretty darn good to be running on 3. We have 12 and 12. Okay, that makes me feel better. At least it's getting the same signal as the rest. And it's not like it's missing that. So that's good. That's good. See you, sweet one. We're about done for the day anyway. It's probably a voltage difference. Yeah, it probably like just sends it a short pulse of voltage difference or drop. Something like that. Thankfully, the number 1 injector looks like it's the easiest to get out. And in fact, you might not even have to pull the rail to do it. But unthankfully, it's still going to be an annoying job, I can tell you that much. $25 each, same injectors as a Subaru XT. Well, that's good news. So we could put a whole set of them in there for $100. That's pretty good. But I would probably just buy one, just to see if that even gets it running, or if we have other issues. Okay, that's a good place to start. I think we've found a good direction to go with it now. So we need an alternator, and we need a number 1 injector or an injector. Okay. Yeah, run some cleaner through it. I mean, I would probably run cleaner through it to try and clean all of them up, but if it's doing nothing, and it seems like it's doing nothing, I don't know that cleaner's gonna make it just come around. I've never messed with these hose clamp style injectors before. It really looks like you could just take it out though, without taking the rail off. Let's inspect the fuel pump real quick. Yeah, that shouldn't take too long. Let me lower the car down. Anything under? Nope. Did the radiator get warm? Still no warm radiator, but I also don't think that it got hot enough for the thermostat to open. Didn't run for terribly long.
Mabro59 super chatted $26.66. Inject this.
Inject this. Thank you, Mabro. Appreciate it. Now I can afford it. In a month. Okay. Where's our stick? The stick of hatchitude. I was momentarily perplexed as to how the bumper got hot. It's in the sun, Colin. It's in the sun. That looks a little choppy. Internet or what? I don't know. We have dropped a lot of frames today. Phone dying? Probably. Considering it's not currently plugged in. Did you like hand cam? Was that good? Was that an enjoyable experience? What's it like having sun? Couldn't tell you. I have a daughter. Bruh. Yeah, it's gonna be real warm. It's gonna be super warm here. Which is nice because we just went through so much pellets. I can tell this has been off a time or two. Gross. Oh, we're missing bolts. Did you guys see that? Oh no. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's a good sign. I don't think that was good. Oh boy. Okay. All right. I don't think the fuel level sender's gonna work. Just a hunch. CK. Why'd you encourage me? Bettina. All right, I want to give it out. Every time we touch something on this car, the list of things ZK needs to get off the parts car by him grows. Smells like gas. Oh yeah, because we just broke off this, which feeds directly into the tank. I've just decided I no longer care to do this today. It doesn't matter if I suck up the piece that I broke. It was rust. Yes, both of those broke off. Both of the cinder wires broke off. It literally was just a chunk of rust. Like, the whole thing is just rust. The whole fuel pump, like, cover and assembly is rust. So, I'm gonna say that is bad. And I also, thankfully the fuel pump ones are solid. I just don't feel like getting covered in gas right now. I just really don't feel like it. Maybe another day, next time. Maybe next time. I agree. Yes, I will do that. Oh, my part was delivered an hour ago. We could have been doing the clutch today. Okay. Well, that will do it for today, everybody. A solid day of progress, I think. We got one thing done, and we found out a lot of other things, so that's good. So that's good. Yeah, I know we can directly wire it, but it's bad, it's rusty. We'll see. An investigation stream. The investigation continues. Let me write down our super chats, shall we? We shall. Look at Pro in here doing work. Sweet one wants to be on the hood. Whoops. Be much easier to write today. Where's your deer stalker cap in magnifying glass? Where's the spider? I don't see it. Where? I hope I'm not about to like wipe that exact spot away. Was it in the back? Or is it up here? If I just killed that spider, people are gonna be livid. Livid, I say. I have a Sharpie. Spider, no. Okay, well, that's not working well. Sweet one man. Yeah, that's awful. Okay. Let me find the Sharpie. Seems like my marker did not agree with being out here for that long. Imagine all I could have held for you. There it is. Today is 2/6/23. Spin. Serda. 1. I wrote that as weirdly as possible. Weatherman. They're all just getting written weird today. Beer again. This is just the beer car. And Mabro. Mabro 59. That's everybody. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. We'll catch you later.